Gabe Jenkins, I guess we would call you the deer and elk dude.
Yeah.
Biologist extraordinaire. You know what? It's that time of year as we look around us. You know, it's getting late summer, just a few weeks away. We put our deer stands up.
Nice.
Everybody's getting ready for deer season. And one of the very topical questions that we get, an overview type question from everybody, is going to be, what's the deer herd look like this year?
Right.
What's it look like?
Things are looking good, Tim. Numbers are coming in. We've had a good fawn crop this year. Last year we had a record harvest year, had a lot of deer killed, but I think it was good. It got our levels down a little bit. We had a pretty harsh winter. We were concerned maybe we had some winter kills, but that didn't seem to be an issue. One interesting note that I've noticed is our mass survey data has been coming back, and we're looking like to have a really good mass year. So red oaks look great, white oaks are good. I think that'll make for a good hunting early.
So deer hunters can expect to go out and see hopefully lots of deer. Is it still spotty? I mean, populations as far as that's concerned, you can hunt in any county.
Right. You know, in the eastern part of the state, our numbers are still low, and we're still trying to grow those. In Zone 4 County, we're restrictive on our doe harvest. We'd like to see that come up a little bit. Central part of the state, western state, we're a little high. We'd like to reduce those numbers, but the Midwest and Central, we're pretty good.
Any changes this year?
We've had one zone change this year. We changed Menifee County from a Zone 3 to a Zone 4.
A lot of people assume that you can take X amount of does. In Zone 1, if people like to eat venison, which obviously a lot of us do, how many does can you take?
Zone 1, you're unlimited does. So if you're a landowner, you can keep shooting does as long as you want. If you're buying your over-the-counter tags, you can continue to buy the bonus antlerless tags. You get 2 deer for $15, and you can keep buying them and keep shooting.
No kidding.
And that's what we encourage. That's what we want to see hunters do, is in Zone 1 County, take as many does as you want. And even once you filled your freezer, talk to some of your neighbors or some of your friends that maybe want some venison.
One thing to keep in mind, if you've had venison and you didn't think it was the best meat in the world, you may want to explore the possibility of processing that deer, taking it to a processor and ask them to cut around the bone and be very careful. Look at the processing video that we have that lets you do it yourself. Speaking of tasty, wonderful protein, venison, there is a change this year with Hunters for the Hungry.
Correct. So this year for Hunters for the Hungry, they will be able to take any deer that we bring to processors. So typically they've been restricted on the number of deer each processor can handle due to funding. They have some new funding and should be able to process as many deer as the processors are willing to handle. It's another avenue for our hunters to take advantage of.
If they want more information on taking their deer and getting it to Hunters for the Hungry, how can they check that out?
They can find it on their website. It's huntersforhungry.org. And on that website, it'll have all the processors, a little bit about Hunters for the Hungry, a way for them to donate if they would like to donate to the cause, and everything that they offer there.
I'll hunt for meat, but if the big guy walks by, I am more than happy to shoot him because a big old buck has got more meat. And if you process it right, it's just as good. But, Kentucky has got it going on. I mean, we have, our biologists have had a very careful management strategy. And guess what? We're in the top 5 in the nation in Boone and Crockett.
Every year. Yeah, in the last few
small
years.
state. I mean, saying that, I mean, that's a lot to be said.
Yep.
So how are we looking that way this year?
Things are looking good, Tim. We've done really well with Boone and Crockett's the last few years, like you said. In 2011, we led the nation in Boone and Crockett production. And what's really cool about that is people call and they ask, where can I go shoot a big buck? And I tell them anywhere. Because when you look at where they're coming from the east, they're coming from the west, they're coming from the central part of the state. And it's just a reflective on our deer herd. Our herd is doing very well, very healthy, and we're shooting mature, older age class bucks, and it allows them to get to that older age. And so if you're a trophy hunter, that potential is here in the state for sure.
Couple weeks and counting. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.